This piano was on its side for many years, waiting patiently for its moment. And the moment was fall semester 2006.
Anne felt it was a good candidate for a rebuild. It had served in the College of Music apparently since it was purchased in 1954.
Each project is totally unique and presents its own specific challenges, which makes it a very interesting journey. My mother was a pianist and a professional musician. She was a theory professor at Oberlin Conservatory before she married my physicist father. My father, the physicist, my mother, the musician, is actually the synthesis of what I do now. It's really the unique combination that we bring to piano technology. And I was very fortunate to have these two forces in my life. And they were so supportive in choices that we made with career path, because obviously you don't grow up to be a piano technician. And those of us in this field typically come to it by accident and sort of fall into it. In the field, there is a real shortage of training opportunities. Typically, people get their information in a very patchwork fashion, a bit here and a bit there. And it was always my dream to provide some codified way to accelerate people's training so that they didn't have the circuitous route that most of us have taken. And because of the comprehensive nature of our music school and the breadth of the program material, it was an ideal setting for a program such as this.
I heard about the program when I was studying in Canada. I did my primary training at the University of Western Ontario. And we were all looking for options after we left, whether we worked in our own business or whether we worked for somebody else. And I heard about this program down here as being a really structured and intensive training program.
It's very much like a job. We're graduate assistants here in the College of Music. And so we have, both Jennifer and myself, look after about 50 pianos. Each year, each semester, we run through our list of instruments. Some are in practice rooms, some are in faculty studios, halls. We have our own assignments that we look after, and as well as tuning the harpsichords on a weekly basis.
One thing that I found particularly challenging on this piano was the fact that it had a lot of problems straight from the factory. So when it came to us, it had a lot of geometrical flaws. And in that sense, it's been a great piano to learn the restoration process on.
We brought it into the shop and got to play on it. It was terribly out of tune. It was very heavy. The touch was very heavy.
The first thing we noticed was that the action was extremely heavy. It was very hard to play.
If you think of a teeter-totter, the hammer is on one end and the key is on the other. And you want a certain relationship between those two in order for it to perform properly. If you have too much weight on one side, it's going to be not pleasant to push on the other.
The pin block needed to be replaced.
The pin block is quite a thick piece of wood at the front of the grand piano. And it is what the tuning pins are embedded into. It is the secure anchor for the tuning pins.
The strings were rusty and quite decrepit. The bridge needed some restoration. The soundboard was pretty ugly. The plate needed refinishing. So One thing that we spent a lot of time on was the lettering of the plate. It's a part that some people just use a marker to paint them. We actually decided to use some black lacquer and a paintbrush and do it the old-fashioned way.
The ultimate goal is, of course, upon graduation, they're confident that they can go anywhere. The world needs wonderful piano technicians. The piano is a cornerstone instrument. There are not enough folks doing it well.
There are a lot of opportunities that have come, mostly from the contacts that I've made through this program. I would like to be able to work in a university, to have the access to talented faculty members and to be able to work with students.
The program has really taken me to a different level of technical ability, and I'm hoping that that will open a few more doors, more opportunities for me to practice my craft.
As often as I can, I like to play and keep my fingers moving and remember why I'm restoring the piano in the first place.